All
Right.
right, so next team. What next team that you wanted to have a biggest takeaway from, Rod, that you wanted to talk about?
I,
You
I listen. I'll
It's
admit.
only one team. It's only one team. We yeah, we know. Like I don't even know why I asked. Why did I even ask? Why did I ask?
Hey, Herbie. I got one question for you. Dog.
What's up? What you
Hey,
got
where
for what
Jack? Where's
Jack?
Jack?
Where's you at, Jack?
Jack,
Jack,
where you at?
Jansport Jack, Chiefs fan. Where you at? Where are
Woo!
you? To to speak Creole to my natives, bro. Kote Jack. Kote
Côté
Jean
Jack.
George Jack. Kote Jacques.
Jack up caché, oui,
Jacques.
man. Jack up caché. Hey, oh.
Ou pas
Oh,
connaît
nah.
kote Jacques, eh? Kote you is Jacques. What
Jack.
happened to the Kansas City Chiefs? Rod, what is your biggest takeaway from Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers, who they beat? I mean, the Los Angeles Chargers I'm talking about beat 16-13, dominated the Chiefs in the second half. It was pretty bad. Patrick Mahomes got hurt. This Chiefs team looks lost and pedestrian and truly mediocre. Um, what is your biggest takeaway, Rob?
So as I like to, I have a takeaway for each team, and I like to start with the winners, Herbie. So my takeaway in this game for the Chargers is about time. It's about time that you guys showed some stones. And what I mean by that is, Herbie, you're going up against your most hated division rival in this era. They have to be because they're the ones winning all the time. And now and listen, the Chargers are a team that they've been dealing with a ton of injuries on their own. Their offensive line has been in shambles. They've had skilled players in and out the lineup, and even Justin Herbert has been playing hurt. So this game right here, Herbie, going up against your nemesis, who you did beat to start the season, for you to go into their house and to sweep them the way they've swept you year after year after year. It had to be cathartic for the Chargers and their fans, right? Because now, one, you officially like the Chargers. No matter how this season ends, Herbie, they're one of the heroes of the NFL, right? And I know Chiefs fans might feel like this is diabolical hating here, but the reality of it is, Chiefs fans, I'll be honest with all football fans. We sometimes you want to see somebody different. You know what I mean? I always appreciate greatness. The Chiefs have been on a historical run, right? Just the fact that you had the opportunity to win three straight is it speaks volumes of itself. And you had so much respect that it took until this point for everyone to just have a sigh of relief. So Herbie, the Chargers, Herbie, I tip my cap to them, Herbie, because they overcame the boogeyman of their division and they did it in gritty fashion, right? Going toe to toe in a defensive battle against a team that's defense like the Chiefs were fighting for their playoff lives, right? And it's unfortunate that Mahomes ended up getting injured. You know what I mean? The homie True Blazer says it's a torn ACL, and that's super unfortunate. But the Chiefs' season was effectively over anyway. But Herbie, I mean, shout out to the Chargers, man. They played great defense today, and Justin Herbert, for all the flack I've given him, on this podcast, he played like a warrior today, right? And I will always give respect where respect is due. And the Chargers have pretty much uh, solidified their playoff spot while taking down their greatest nemesis, which is no better victory. And on the other end, Herbie, as bad as the Chiefs have had it this season, just overall, I think this is the necessary break that they needed. When you consider the fact that this team in the Mahomes era has consistently made deep, deep playoff runs, right? Always in the AFC Championship game, year after year after year. I think they've gone to 6 or 7 straight, right? I think finally the Chiefs as an organization, the Chiefs players, the Chiefs fans, they can finally be at peace. Like this is not a moment to be down or to be. You guys have won. You guys went to 3 straight Super Bowls. You went to 4 out of the last 5, right? Like you've had so much success lately that sometimes you kind of need the balloon to get popped, right? And that's all I got to say. Like for the Chiefs, this is their chance to reload. This is their chance to
Yeah,
relax.
for sure.
These boys are going to go to Cancun. The fans don't have the stress of, are we going to win another? Like, you can relax. Like,
You can
the Chiefs
relax.
with Mahomes, Herbie, they're always going to be in it. With a guy like that, as long as he's playing, you're always going to be in it.
You're
So
always
for
going to be in
now,
it, right?
just kick back. Just kick back, Chiefs.
So there's several different conversations to have in regards to this, right? And I don't want to, I don't want to come off as petty because that's not my intention at all. But There is a conversation. There's the GOAT conversation. There's the the attrition conversation. There's the this is what happens to dynasty conversations, and they all have different boxes that they need to be in. So let's start with the GOAT conversation, right? When it comes to matter of fact, I'll say that for last. I'll take that back. Let's start with the attrition conversation. This is the attrition. Travis Kelsey is 36, almost 37 years old. What do you think was going to happen?
Mhm.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has taken a lot of hits. He's a phenomenal talent. He might arguably be the most talented quarterback that we've ever seen, but his play style has a lifespan, a life expectancy that comes with it. You're not going to be able to get away from every single pass rush. You're not going to be able to just have generational awareness. That your instincts and your awareness and your God-given ability and your innate ability to get out of ridiculous situations because you still are very athletic, contrary to belief based off of how you look, it wanes. It goes away. We're seeing that with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is not the athlete that he was in 2018. He's not the athlete that he was in 2020. He's
Right.
definitely not the athlete that he was when he was a rookie. And it may or may not be affecting his ability to be effective as a quarterback. We are seeing that with Patrick Mahomes too. Now we're going to have to see Patrick Mahomes 2.0, actually 3.0, because he's already adjusted. Patrick Mahomes 1.0 was the ridiculous freak of nature, deep threat, throwing, buying time, throwing across his body, all kinds of nonsense. Patrick Mahomes 2.0 was the guy that said, you know what? I have that in my bag, but I'm going to do it in a more efficient way. I'm going to take the check down. I'm going to take a 5 yard route. If I got to dice you up, if it has to be a million paper cuts to win, I'll do that. Now we have to see Patrick Mahomes 3.0, which is I don't have the athleticism to get away from these situations. How do I adjust? How do the Patrick Mahomes 3.0 Kansas City Chiefs adjust to Patrick Mahomes 3.0? When you become reliant on somebody who just does amazing things, you don't think about how do we get better. We're like, whatever. He'll cover
Pat
up
will
for us.
handle it.
Pat will
Right.
handle it.
Right.
But at the same time, that's not been the case. They just have not been getting done. They tried to get people. They got Rashae Rice. They got Hollywood Brown. They got a great tackle in Isaiah Simmons. He got hurt. They beefed up the offensive line when they made the mistake of not taking the offensive line serious and they got dominated against the Bucks in that first Super Bowl. So it is going to be interesting to see what happens. I'm already seeing Chiefs fans saying we might have to move on from Andy Reid. I'm like, how spoiled can you guys be? Hey, Jesus Christ. I would give anything to have what you guys had for the past 7 years. And y'all already trying to get rid of Andy? That's crazy. So that's the attrition conversation. The legacy conversation. This is what happens. Rod, you are keenly aware of this. You are a Warriors fan. This is what happens. It is exhausting to be on top. It is exhausting to live up to a standard all the time. It is exhausting to do something every single day at the highest level when you're getting everybody's best shot. But that is what it is. And that leads me to the GOAT conversation. Tom Brady had to deal with the same thing, but Tom Brady never missed the playoffs. Tom Brady was never even out of. There's never been a game that Tom Brady has played in his professional career where he was out of contention for the playoffs.
I'll correct you once. He was Herbie, but it was super
Okay,
early in his career. It was
super
the
early in his
first
career.
repeat.
So
It was the first three. It was he won in 01 and he didn't make the playoffs in 02 and then they
oh,
won
that's correct.
again
He didn't make it.
in 03. But that
Okay,
was
yeah, yeah,
early.
yeah, 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 yeah,
It
yeah.
was
That was
early.
early. That was early. That is correct. I forgot about that.
But
But
that was
yes,
it.
that
That
was
was it.
it.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it. So it is very fascinating because in the macro and in the small time, people are going to be like people are going to say, "Oh, the Patriots, Tom Brady went 10 years without a Super Bowl." That is true, but he still went to 6 AFC championships and went to 2 Super Bowls and should have won both Super Bowls in that time frame. There is a world where you can say realistically, Tom Brady should have 2 more Super Bowls minimum, arguably 3. That didn't happen under his watch when he got really rolling, right? So this and In hindsight, we're going to think about this. We're going to be like, we don't even remember that. But there's going to be GOAT conversations, and that is what's going to be, right? Because it's the GOAT. It's about being the greatest of all time. Tom don't got this on his jacket. Tom ain't go out like this.
I'll say this, Herbie. I'll say this. When it comes to right now, I won't say Mahomes out of it. I'll give Mahomes this much because Tom had one season he didn't make it, albeit it was before he became Tom.
Yeah,
But Tom had one season he didn't make it. This is past first. I'll give you this one, but you also have to consider the Super Bowls too. And Pat Mahomes got Peyton Manning, bro, pretty much.
Twice.
And when you get paid twice. He got Peyton Manning twice.
He got Peyton Manning twice.
So when you get
one of them against the guy he's going against for the title.
Yep.
One of them against the guy he was going against for the title. Not only does Tom Brady have the Super Bowl on him, Tom Brady has arguably the greatest AFC championship game that's ever been played on him as well. Yep. So now you have that, and then you have this, and you're mounting it. And again, I don't want to diminish. This is not to diminish Patrick Mahomes. This is just we're just shooting the ish, right? Like there's so many different conversations because of this one situation this season where they're not going to make the playoffs, and it just bottomed out. And ironically, this team, by the advanced metrics, was better than last year's team that went 15-1 again in one-score games, or 11-1 in one-score games. That team was not as good as this team, but that's just how football works.
Right.
That ball that got tipped, the ball that got dropped, you could have a better team, but circumstances could make you worse on record. And we're literally watching the same team. Objectively, this is a better team, according to DVOA, according to EPA, according to success rate, is better than last year's
team. Even when you consider the weapons that are available.
Even when you consider the weapons are available, this team is better, but they're worse. Because of the greatest quote in the history of football, you are what your record says you are. And that is what it is.